B Squad? It's your boy JB, and I am here today with a brand new season of Baddies USA. This is season number 8, I think this is. This is episode 1. Before I get into it, if you are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you're not subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking out this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss the season premiere of Baddies USA, shall we? All right, so Baddies USA, it's back. Wasn't ready for it, but hey, it's here. The episode was a whole lot for me. Some of these girls I know, some of these girls I do not know. So anybody that I don't know, feel free to be like, just feel free to tell me who they are and leave it in the comment section or in a live chat or wherever. Just let me know who the girls are that I say I don't know. And I think for me, the only girls this season that I have no idea who they are is going to be that Gretchen girl. I don't know who she is. I don't know who the Smiley girl is. I don't know who DJ Sky is. Sapphire, and I think that's it that I don't know. Because everybody else I kind of know. Even some of the bad girls, I don't know all of them because even when it comes to Bad Girls Club, I didn't watch. So the last season of Bad Girls Club that I watched was season 12, which was Chicago. So I didn't watch the Redemption season, and I did not watch Redemption or anything past Redemption. So I don't really know the girls. If they were on Baddies ATL, then I know them from there. But anybody else, I don't really know these girls like that. Especially the Smiley girl, Gretchen, Sapphire, and somebody and DJ Scott. I don't know those girls. I don't know what seasons they come from. I don't know if people like them, dislike them, whatever. So the episode, it opens up and it kind of puts you in the feel of Bad Girls Club, how Bad Girls Club used to open up with the big huge fight of the season. So this season, it seems like the big huge fight is in Atlanta, where Big Lex and Summer fought each other, and their fight with Big Lex and Summer. My God, today look like Big Lex was. Well, it don't know what it looks like. Big Lex was getting the best of Summer's ass. Like they fought that one round. Then Summer got up. Her face was bleeding. I was like, damn. And then Lex still wanted to get at Summer, and so she got at Summer again, and she wore Summer's ass out. Damn. Now I don't know what happened with the big three, why the big three has fallen out. Um, if anybody knows, feel free to say, "Hey, the big three fell out because of this, that, and this and that." Now I do know that Summer and Dolly are going to fight at some point this season. Am I looking forward to it? Not really. I ain't looking forward to none of them fighting. But hey, I kind of figured that alliance would crumble at some point, and look, here we are now. So the episode officially opens with them in DC, right? So Natalie is letting it be known that she is the only baddie CEO. I was like, congratulations, Natalie. Whatever. So Natalie says that this season is kind of like an all-star season where they're bringing some of the girls that people loved, and also bringing in some of the heavy hitters. And I was like, okay, heavy hitters amongst this group. The only girls that I know that I will. Okay, I mean, I guess whatever, Natalie, do you? It is what it is, right? So before Natalie meets up with the baddies, she met up with some of the original girls from Bad Girls Club, right? And I think most of these girls that she's meeting up with have been on Baddies at some point. in time in the show's history. So we see as she is meeting up with Seven from Baddies ATL. She's meeting up with Janelle from Baddies ATL, Judy from Baddies ATL, Jayla from Baddies South, and I believe Midwest. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Now I don't know what season Kat and Lauren were on of Baddies. I don't know what season they were on, but I know what original season of Bad Girls Club they were on. Maybe that'd be better if I just said it that way, huh? Because I don't know what season of Baddies they were on. We see Bree. I think Bree was on Baddies South. Sarah from Baddies ATL, and I think she made a small appearance on Baddies South. And then I know y'all call her Persuasion, but I'm just gonna call her by a government name. Aladria from, I believe she's from Baddies South as well. But again, correct me where I'm wrong, right? So Natalie took her shoes off, and I was like, "Girl, why are you taking your shoes off?" So Natalie is like, she's been dealing with these baddies for quite some time, and I'm like, "But Diamond the body is not here. Diamond is the only person that really truly ever just sneaks you. So I don't know why you feeling the way about these girls." And even when they came in, Aladria was like, "Girl, why you? What's like? We ain't them bitches." Like I was like, "Exactly. I don't know the bad girls. I mean, the bad girls will sneak people, but y'all too grown for this shit." But okay, so Natalie felt the way. So then Natalie addressed Brie. Now, this is something I know nothing about as well. So you guys can clarify it, clear it up, whatever, right? But Natalie says that Brie has an issue with her because of the baddie shot o'clock thing. So I guess Brie is saying that she came up with the baddie shot o'clock and Natalie took it from her, but Natalie is saying she came up with it. Now, again, I don't know nothing about none of this stuff. So feel free to be like, hey, yeah, it was Brie who created it back in Baddies South, or not. It was Natalie who created it. Again, I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. What I will say is whoever got the trademark on it, and and did that, that's who it belongs to. So if Natalie was the one that had had the funds to trademark it, then shit, it's Natalie. Now, if Brie did come up with it and Natalie, did that shit sneakily, then Natalie is fucked up. But I've always said that I think Natalie is a fucked up person. But hey, it is what it is. So then Tanisha shows up. I was like, oh, so Tanisha did come. I was happy to see Tanisha, and so were some of the girls. So Natalie got upset and pissed off, and I was like, why are you upset that these girls are excited to see Tanisha? And then she's talking about, how Tanisha is. She'll come in and just go left and all that kind of stuff. I was like, how Tanisha is. Tanisha is extra. So I was so confused by Natalie. So, and like, this is your shit. So why are you getting up from your own shit because of somebody else? Like that shit didn't make any sense to me. But hey, and then Natalie eventually left. So I'm assuming because the way that they were talking, it sounded like they were supposed to go there to just discuss, talk about the baddies USA cast. And Natalie just up and left her own shit. I was like, that is so weird, Natalie. Like, why would you leave your own shit? But hey, it is what it is, right? So then Bree wants to fight Lauren. And I was like, why do you want to fight Lauren? So from what I'm putting two and two together, I guess Lauren and Bree had some beef online with each other. And Lauren is defending her friend in using air quotes, Natalie. Now here's my thing to you, Lauren. Would Natalie do the same for you? And I don't think she would because you saw what she did to Jayla Baddies Midwest. And Jayla was supposed to be her friend, and she didn't have Jayla's back. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that she should have fought Big Lex for Jayla, but she ain't had her friends back. That's just all I got to say about that. So they going back and forth with each other, right? And at one point, Lauren kicked her boot or something towards she kicked her boot or something towards Brie, just to kind of shut her up. And I was like, is that what that was supposed to do? Was to shut her up? Oh, okay. I guess. Very weird to me, but whatever. So then after that, they eventually got into a fight with each other. And I'm gonna be real. I feel like Lauren got her ass beaten. And she got her ass handed to her by I feel like she got her ass handed to her for sure by Brie. Now in the mix of them fighting, it's so weird. In the mix of them fighting, Cat pulls Brie's wig. So Bree thought she got jumped. Now Bree, I don't really know you like that, so I'm not gonna say anything negative about you. But what I will say is I don't really think you got jumped because Cat didn't like fight you or hit you. Was it weird for her to pull your wig? Absolutely. That was weird for her to grab your wig. And Cat tried to justify it. Now, the Cat that I remember from BGC 5 Miami, Cat didn't do that kind of shit. Because season 5 of Miami, when them girls tried to jump Kristen them on the beach, it was Cat who yanked that girl up by her fucking hair. So I'm just confused by this Cat. I've never saw this version of Cat that wants to not again. I don't think she jumped. I'm not gonna say she jumped in, but for her to grab the girl's wig was kind of corny. Like in the words of Cat, you say stuff was corny. That was corny for you to grab that girl's wig. That was mad corny, in my personal opinion. So then Aladria was upset and she was crying and she was like, I don't do this anymore. I'm like, well, that's good that you've evolved. Now, I did not watch her season of Bad Girls Club, so I don't really know anything about her. So I can't say who she was on her season. But the fact that, she didn't want to do this, that was cool. And I have mad respect for that. So they ended that scene, right? So then the next thing we have is where we see Biggie, Mariah Lynn, and Tinka. They linked up, right? Now, somebody answer me this question, and I'm not saying this in a way to be shady or anything. I'm just wondering, how soon after she had her baby did she do this show? Because I'm like, damn, shouldn't you be at home with your child? Like, just I know that the money is good, but damn, you don't want like, and then you're gonna be fine. Like, you don't want to give yourself time to heal or something. You had a baby, but it is what it is. So they then have a conversation about the fact that Tinka had her baby shower. Mariah Lynn came. She came bearing gifts, but Biggie didn't come to the baby shower. Now, somebody please tell me, like, are her and Biggie like super cool like that? Maybe they are. I don't know. So then they talk about Biggie and Anna's issues and the fact that I'm pretty positive we're talking about Baddies Midwest reunion where Anna got into the fight with Summer, Lex, and all of them, right? Where Anna says that she got jumped by those girls. Now, I don't remember Baddies Midwest reunion, so I can't say if Anna got jumped or didn't get jumped because I don't remember that reunion. Now, if y'all say she got jumped, then I choose to believe that. I choose to believe that, right? So they do come in. So it was Anna as well as Taseki. So Taseki is back, right? And they're talking about the whole situation with Biggie and Anna. Like I said a few minutes ago, I don't remember that reunion. Biggie still don't feel like Anna got jumped. But here's my thing: even if your girl didn't get jumped, you still can have your friends back. But from what I remember, Biggie is not a fighter. So I really wouldn't expect Biggie to jump in, but it is what it is, right? So Biggie and Anna, they made up with each other, right? So then the next group of girls that we get is Summer, Lex, Dolly, and Suki with the good coochie, right? And I like Suki. I really do like Suki. I didn't realize that Suki had been on Baddies before, but she has been, and I'm here for Suki. So they are talking, and so Suki asked, I believe, Summer, like, so since Taseki and Krishana here, like, how do you feel? What I will say about Summer is I got a little bit of respect for Summer because Summer ain't really backing down. Now I never knew how the shit happened with Summer and Taseki. So Summer is saying that I guess she was cussing around some kids, and Taseki had something to say. So this was also around the same time that Krishan was saying that Taseki did what, she allegedly accused her of doing that I can't say on here. So Summer, I remember Summer having some words for Taseki, telling her to worry about what her sister is saying about her. And I was like, I'm actually 100% with Suki, because Suki is like, girl, that ain't got shit to do with you. Mind your damn business. And I was with Suki, like, please, Summer, mind your business. Like, you inserting yourself in some shit that ain't got shit to do with you. Like, if you want to say something about Taseki, say something about her, but don't mention her family drama. Now, what I also will say is I hope and pray that I don't have to see that family drama play out on this show, because I really truly don't give a damn about. I don't like seeing, like, they family's drama is like super toxic, and I really don't like it and don't care to see it. But if we do have to see it, then shit, we got to see it, right? But personally, I would prefer not to see it. That's just where how I feel. Um, so then what's her name? Suki asked Dolly, like, so what's your, like, what is it with you and what is it between you and Taseki? And Dolly was like, I ain't got no issues with her. Me and her, we fought, and it is what it is. I would imagine so. Who wants to fight that big bull again? And she was like, I got all my teeth. You got all your teeth. But she did lay you flat on the ground, girl. Like, you didn't win that fight. I was with Suki. You did not win that fight. So then the next group of girls we have is Roly, Krishan, Tommy, DJ Sky, Sapphire, and Scotty, right? So I believe it was the girl Sapphire, who I don't know who she is, don't know nothing about Sapphire, but I believe it was Sapphire who was asking Tommy, like, how you coming into this season? Like, you have any beef with any of the girls? And Tommy's like, she cool, she chilling, right? And so she was like, the Sapphire girl, she was like, so what is it with you and Tinkerbella? And she was like, I don't know her, I don't have no issues with her, but if she wanted, we'll get out there, and that'll be it. And I was like, okay. And I had to remember, she did pop when she popped Rolly with that BB. She did hit Tinka, but the thing is, now somebody can tell me in the comment section, because again, I didn't watch the season previous to what Midwest. I think that might have been that Caribbean season. If I'm wrong, correct me again. But I don't remember that season. Well, I didn't watch that season, but did they like have any interactions with each other? Did they have beef with each other? Like, I don't know. So feel free to let me know in the comments section. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so then after that, this is when Scotty said to the girls she had something to tell them. And they were like, what do you have to tell us? And so she told them that she is pregnant. So congratulations are in order to Scotty and Lemmy. They are expecting their first child. So they asked her, when is her due date? She said she is due, I believe, April 14th or 15th, one of the two. And she said, because Lemmy's birthday is April 10th. And I was like, wow, that is so interesting, because my great grandmother's birthday is April 10th. So yeah, congratulations, Scotty. Congratulations, Lemmy. So then we get another scene. So the next group, so all the girls have gotten an invite from Natalie to go to a dinner with no fucking food. The girls should sue them for not feeding them, because all y'all do is get together, fight each other, and never fucking eat. I know y'all be tired. All they do is supply y'all with nothing but endless alcohol. Like, ugh, that is because even Krishan had to complain about that. She was like, "Why are we getting here with no food? Where y'all meeting up with no food so y'all can fight each other and knock each other senseless." So the first girls who arrived to this baddie dinner is Tavy, Tavi Baby, Fauna, and Cold Killer Ho. Y'all know I like Cold Killer. That's my girl. So then after that, we see the girl named Smiley. I don't know who Smiley is. And then Nunu came. I remember Nunu from Baddies Meet West, but Nunu came later in the season, so I don't really know a whole lot about Nunu. Then we get this girl, Big Gretch. Again, don't know who Gretch is. So I started laughing because I saw Fauna. Fauna is putting on a swimming cap. I said, "Girl, why do you have this damn swimming cap on?" The shit was hilarious to me. So she has a swimming cap on. Then she put her wig on top of the swimming cap. Then she put a cap on top of the wig and the swimming cap. I thought that shit was funny as hell. It was so funny to me. So after that, you see as Krishan and DJ Sky, they show up together. So I guess Krishan and DJ Sky are best friends. Okay. So Mariah Lynn shows up. Mariah shows up. Anna shows up. Taseki shows up. So pretty much everybody is here. So when Tinka arrives, she immediately is ready to get it in with Cold Killer Ho. So her and Cold Killer get the going, and they went quite a few rounds. Now, I feel like Tinka feel like she beat Cold Killer's ass, but I kind of disagree. Do I think that they beat each other up? Not necessarily. I really honestly feel like Cold Killer and Tinka's fight, both all fights they had, it was kind of give and tie. Now there was one round where Cold Killer was binking Tinka in the face, and Tinka like, "You think you did something? You ain't do shit. You ain't do shit." I was like, "I think she did because she was hitting you all up in your face." So they went a few rounds, right? So while they were fighting, the big three shows up, right? And you hear Summer's mouth as soon as they get out the car, right? So Summer walks into the door and she turns around and Mariah Lynn ran up on her and they started fighting each other. I was like, fuck. Now I didn't know what happened with Mariah Lynn and Summer, so I guess at the Baddies Midwest auditions, Summer snuck Mariah Lynn. So Mariah Lynn was like, "Shit, I'm gonna sneak you, and I'm gonna give it to Mariah Lynn." She was giving it to Summer. She was giving it to Summer. Now that shit had me hollering when Summer walked in and she just turned and boom, they get the fight. So then Gretchen comes, right? So when Gretchen got there, Gretchen wanted to fight Anna. Now, granted, I don't know nothing about what's going on between these two. So if you guys know the beef between Gretchen and Anna, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But they going back and forth with each other, right? Also, somebody please tell me in the comment section, is Gretchen the girl that say nigga a lot and she not black? Please let me know. So they were arguing for a hot second, and then they get to fighting. And honestly, with those two, I can't even tell you who won the fight because it was a bunch of, in my opinion, it was a bunch of nothing. So I'm not gonna sit here and say Anna won, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that Gretchen beat Anna up because I don't really know who won. I wouldn't even say that that was a real fight. Now I know at some point, I guess Gretchen must have pulled Taseki's hair or did something to Taseki because she was pissed. I was like, well, girl, if you went in the fucking way, maybe she wouldn't have fucking touched you. You know, maybe that would have been a thing. Like, hey, I know you and Anna are friends, but let your friend fight her battles. and back your ass the fuck back. That's all you had to do. But no, you want to have it with her. And so we then see as Cole Killer and Tinka still going back and forth, right? At this point, Tinka is throwing all kind of bracelets and she's trying to throw people's purses at the girl. I was like, for what? And please, I finally figured out. I was like, why are they arguing and fighting? And I remember last season when Cole Killer was upset with Diamond about that stupid ass song. I was like, this is really about that song. So they arguing with each other, right? So they get to fighting. We see Gretchen and Anna fighting again. Then Biggie wants to fight the girl Smiley. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? So Biggie and Smiley fighting, Gretchen and Anna fighting, Cole Killer and Tinker fighting. And that was the end of the episode. A bunch of mayhem, but it was funny. But that's it, you guys. Let me know if you watched Baddies Africa. I'm not Africa, USA. In the comment section, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also share the video. And until the next time, do me a solid favor. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll catch you guys for episode 2 of Baddies USA. I just wonder, why do they film like, because they just finished filming in Houston, what, a week ago? And they already got this season wrapped. And it's already airing. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna hop off of here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And again, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.